Hey, how's it going, guys? It's your boy Blu-rayDave back with another video. Um, I don't even know how to start this video, but I've been planning this for a little while. Um, sure, this is another one of those get off my chest type video, but like this is a good video, right? Um, lately I've just been thinking about one of my good YouTube buddies that I've been friends with for a good 6 years now, and we still haven't met in person yet, so we got to get on that in the future. So um, yeah, so I am talking about my good YouTube buddy Ajmarkle. Back in the day, I used to talk about him a lot, just backing him up and all that, and like all the drama that he's gone through. Um, just as of late, like especially in these last few months, he's been, helping me out in a lot of ways, and it it really takes me back to the sophomore days, right? Like again, that was when I officially talked to him for the first time, and back then that was a big deal. Like meeting one of my favorite YouTubers for the first time was again, it's one of those big honors, right? Um, Shoutouts to him. Shoutouts to him. Um, I guess before we get into the other stuff, that's been going on in the last 6 years. I know I've been really quiet about the Bet on It music video, and I don't want to leave you guys in the dark about it, right? Like I know some of you guys are excited for it. A couple of people in person that told me that they're excited for it. So I just need to nip it in the bud right now. So it is still happening. I am not expecting AJ to rush this out the door. I mean, I honestly thought we would have it out by now, like especially like maybe like back in October. But you know what? You know what? All I care about is quality, guys. Right? I want to give you guys the best. So yes, I know AJ will give his best into this because I know I can't do this alone because when I started this initiative, I knew this wasn't going to be easy. So like I know I want to start off with like Troy's like solo songs, but like even so, it's going to take AJ probably a long time too because he has to deal with his channel too. Um, I haven't kept like the notification bell on as of late because AJ, I don't remember. Do you upload daily or like I don't know what you do. I think there was a point maybe a couple years back that you were uploading or live streaming every day. You can correct me on that. But yeah, just be patient, guys. Be patient with us. You could definitely bet on us on that. So yeah, I mean, even AJ told me like we were talking on the DMs and because with the holidays coming up now, it is possible like a good chance that he might actually get this out next year. So you know what, it's fine. Again, I don't want to rush it out the door. It's a good thing that me and Tegan shot our shots when we did a couple months back, especially when we had like nicer weather. Yeah, just bear with us, guys. So please go subscribe to AJ if you haven't already. And another reason why I said like I've been thinking about this as of late, like you know, um, yes, AJ and I still have our differences. It hasn't been. it, I don't know how to word this. Like I miss video chatting him all the time. I used to video chat with him all the time when I was in high school. I don't want to say, oh, it hasn't been a good 6 years. Like, I just, I had no idea that we were, fighting right away after we met each other. It was because if you guys know our history, it was back in the good old James's Universe's days. Um, like I was truly excited for him to come back, right? Like he came back around like Easter time, 2017. Man, like oh man, guys, that was a huge deal. Yeah, I still miss those days, but I can't really complain about this anymore. But like, as much as I tried being a full time Christian, James was watching a lot of things that I didn't necessarily agree with, and I would always like call him out, criticize him, and just being on the other side, like I'm watching half of the stuff that he still watches now, so like, I can't even complain anymore. Like I always requested him to like react to Christian content, right? Like, sure, there's nothing wrong reacting to like your Star Wars and your Marvel, but it's just like I also had this expectation of him to like react to Christian content, no matter what it was. And I just I don't want to go too in depth with this. Like, I don't want to explain like the full, bad history that we have, because guys, we were the trio, we were the trinity of YouTube, honestly. Like, this isn't bragging rights, like, we were the go-to guys, and what I did hate though was that, oh man, this happened a lot, like, beginning of summer 2017, right? We were getting a lot of hate, but we weren't getting the hate at the same time. It would go to one person. It would go to James. It would go to AJ. It would go to me. And then go back to someone and so forth. Like, oh my gosh, it was a constant thing, guys. You remember that? Oh my gosh. I know some of you James's fans are still subscribed to me. Like, Jedi Prime is one of them. Oh man. Oh man. But I've said this in a live stream with Tegan months ago, but like, I'm gonna say it again. But guys, after when I say this, do not comment down below how this happened, because I don't have any like personal contacts or anything like that, so don't ask, okay? I am a loyal friend, especially like loyal friend to AJ, okay? Man, I'm even like excited to talk about it, because like, oh man, this was also a huge deal. Like, AJ had James on the phone, right? And we had a video conference, and we used to Skype all the time. Yeah. He had James on the phone, like, just like there was no face reveal or anything like that on the phone. Just like he was talking to me, like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Again, back then that was such an honor to just at least talk to James, right? Like, oh man, like, but this wasn't the first time that I've actually talked to James, guys. Because remember when he started out as James Reacts, and when he had his like professional Facebook page, like anybody can talk to him. I remembered, I believe, early January when I was like finishing that first semester. I just remember messaging James, and he would respond just like that. But then, like, when I found out that James was deleting his channel, like, this meant he was deleting his Facebook. Like, oh no, like, how am I gonna talk to him about advice? Again, like, bring in AJ, right? Like, that was when the James community came together, and like AJ, I still give credit and thanks to you for like just bringing the community back together. Like, again, early 2017, because oh man, that was when oh, I should know this. I should know this. AJ, did you again, correct me on this, did you make an announcement that like, oh, YouTubers can like make videos about James, or like did you just do that at random, like grab our videos and put into a compilation? Like, oh my gosh, I remember the day it came out, I was like freaking out because like AJ recognized me, and I remember we were talking a little bit in the comments, and my video was picked first in this compilation. It's still up to this day, guys. It's kind of hard to find, but like it's still up. Oh my gosh! And then this is where Toxic Productions comes in. Like, oh my gosh, I used to talk to that guy all the time too. Like, Ethan, if you're watching this, buddy, like I miss you, man. Hit me up on the DMs, real Blu-rayDave. Man, I miss talking to you. I know that you still working and all, but just like feel free to talk to me. Like, oh my gosh, I remember we would have some video conferences like with like me, Toxic, and AJ. Like, oh my gosh, and Toxic actually reacted to probably a couple of my videos. Unfortunately, he deleted those reactions, but like, dude, we gotta bring this community back. Oh man. Anyways, I don't want to go too deep into this, but I'll just say that whatever times when I was like calling on James or whatever, I remember AJ would always text me like we need to talk. Like I'm like, oh, oh my gosh, oh man. I don't miss those days, but at the same time, those days are pretty funny because I'm just like, oh my gosh. Again, like, I can't even complain about, again, most of the stuff now because, you know, I'm on the other side of what James is watching, you know. What else? Forgive me, guys. I'm kind of brain dead at this point. Okay. AJ, it's been 4 years now since I've had a cell phone, and believe me, dude, like, I still will never do this. Like, I would never leak and or share your phone number to anybody, you know, because like yes, I know you somewhat personally, but that like this does not mean that I would ever share your personal contacts with anybody. I would never do that. I'm not that kind of guy. I would definitely trust you with my phone number for sure, because even I know you would never leak it to anybody. Like, guys, I would never do anything bad to AJ at all. Like again, use his contact as leverage if he were to give that to me, because like, no. Nope. And I just remember a few months ago, just this year, we were kind of having our little, well, I wouldn't say rivalry, but just like still have pros and cons, and and I just want to say, AJ, I thought you knew these last 2 years that I've moved out, and like I've like maybe you were keeping up with me. Well, again, at the same time, I wasn't keeping up with you most of the time. I don't know if specifically the last time that I was checking up on with you was because when you were interviewing James twice back in 2020 when things were going a little crazy, I believe you did the phone call interview first, right? And then like the face cam one, like, oh my gosh. I watched those back to back, and like and honestly, guys, you know, even though I don't like James as much now, I still respect his decision for his acting career. You know, it's something that he's always done. I know high school me, he like I kind of had this expectation like, oh, James is going to be doing YouTube for a long time. Like, oh my gosh. It's like, again, like what James said in one of those interviews, like it's just called life. Like, we have to move on, right? And I actually got to participate in that, I guess, in the face like face chat interview a little bit. Like AJ was reading some of my comments. Oh man, you can still watch those videos too. James, I don't know. I would like for us to work out our differences one day, but in the meantime, right now in our personal lives, we gotta focus on what we need to do. And to be quite honest, guys, I got really jealous when AJ got to go see and visit James in person. So, oh my gosh, I feel like if we were to have a guys' weekend, like just the three of us, like man, like it could just be like any of our places, right? Like, um, yeah, let's make that happen someday. Just have a guys' weekend, right? I don't know if this was an idea I had back in high school, like when the three of us were big. I don't know if I had this kind of little crazy idea that maybe all three of us could be roommates. I, I, I'm I'm just gonna say this, guys, that like it's never gonna happen because we all want to stay in our I guess like respective states. Well, I still want to move out in Arizona in the future. Just don't know when, but like, hey, still having like a guys' weekend it doesn't sound like a bad idea. That's something that I've always wanted growing up. Like, James, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I even said this in the video that when you left, like I don't know if it's still up anymore, but like I thought of you as like a big brother, like the big brother I never had. And then in comes AJ, who is like my second biggest brother. like James was like the oldest brother that we could count on YouTube. Um, Man, I remembered all the funny drama on James's live streams. Like other people were getting on him about stuff, and AJ and I we attempted to make a video regarding one fan, but I accidentally said his name because I remember AJ telling me like you can't say his name, and then I was like so caught up in the moment, and I accidentally said his name, and then AJ had to stop. AJ, do you remember that? Do you remember stopping me? Oh my gosh! Like we should have said take two, like. um. But yeah. If all three of us can work on a project together, that'd be pretty cool. Because, jeez. Maybe there is still a little bit of hope, guys. But it's just I need to work on myself as a person too because, um, you know, I guess how I've been behaving in the last recent years, especially when I moved out. This is the real me, actually, because growing up, I still wanted to do whatever I want. Like I was good at pretending like being interested in church and all that. Um, but yeah, like again, thanks to Balin, he's taught me to just don't give a crap what people think of you, because especially if they're negative opinions, they obviously they'll have a negative effect on you and they'll like pull you back, right? But again, I want to clarify. Balin wasn't the first person that told me this, right? Obviously, people through the years of my childhood has told me that. Okay, I just want to clarify. I don't want to make it sound like, oh, Balin's the only person's ever told me that. Like, still, mature people are weenies. Yeah, just AJ, like, we got to get you down here, man, in Minnesota. Like, just for a week, like. Because I love how at my work every year, like 4 times out of the year, like we could have like vacation time. Um, I mean, this year technically could have worked. The one time I had vacation time for 2 weeks because I was recovering. I had surgery, but at the same time, that would be pretty awkward, huh? Like me recovering, and then like you probably just sit in the background or whatever. Like no, like, um, I mean, it's not such a crazy idea, but like if something happens next year, like when I put in my like my vacation weeks in, I can let you know, AJ, and like maybe we could plan something. I don't want to assume or be presumptuous. Um, I'm not that guy. Obviously not anymore because as a kid, like you assume all these plans, right, that you want to do, right? It's just like no, I want to be sensitive about this. I want to be respectable about it. Um, and honestly, AJ, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. When we do meet in person one day, I don't know if I either A want to give you a handshake or B just give you a big hug just because like yeah, I haven't seen you in person at all. Yeah, like oh my gosh. um Darn. um yeah, I'm just totally speechless right now, guys. Just like man, just again, you two guys have gotten me through my high school days. Like, sure, I watched my other favorite YouTubers, like Markiplier, David Lopez, but it's just with you guys, I felt like we all formed a community. Like, like I'm proud of what we've done, like what we did, and you know I'm still recognized from the James community. I'm not upset. I'm just thinking like just, I mean James, if you ever come down here in Minnesota, it's just I guess let me know and maybe we could like set up something. Um, yeah. Um, I don't know if you're still working at Amazon. I do remember those days when you said like it was a better job than what you had. Um, Hopefully it still is for you, okay? I wish the best for you, James. Um, but yeah, guys, just take it from the three of us. Like we have to move on. Like all good things must come to an end. Sure, I would love to do the same thing again. I think I've said this on video too. Like I want me, AJ, and Tegan now to be like kind of like the new trinity of YouTube now, right? Like, um, I know it's not going anywhere where we're doing what we can, like me and Tegan, but like if man, if AJ and I did more live streams, like maybe we could still form the community, And I met a lot of great people on, AJ's side, right? Like, oh my gosh, like, yeah. um, and I'm still happy to this day that AJ loves FNAF. It's good. It's really good. um, And I especially like the little like voice recordings you sent for me, AJ. Like, how are you doing that? Like, is that a feature on Instagram? Like, is like the little microphone thing, or like, you gotta show me that. And yeah, AJ has showed me a few editing techniques. You know, like he's the reason why I professionally reacted to the first FNAF trailer, and it's like the main video on the channel when you go see it. Um, I loved working on. I don't know if it was his first FNAF fan film. Like this was the summer 2017 where I got to voice Bonnie. Um, I need to be careful how I say this. I'm I'm kind of working on something else with him too. Like he asked me to work on something with him 2 months ago. So like that's all I can tell you. That's just vague information. You know, I haven't signed a contract, but you know he's um, made sure that I don't say anything. So like we're gonna leave it at that, right, guys? I don't know when he's gonna release this, and like I don't know when he'll call me to be more involved with this thing. But like we'll both let you know, okay? Because I worked on 2 fan films that summer. You know, like his FNAF film and my Green Arrow fan film. Like I thought it was pretty cool how AJ actually got to react to a couple of my videos. Yeah, it's just anytime I go back and like I look at like the earliest days when like when James left YouTube, and like again when AJ was like you know, forming the community. Like man, like we have come a long way, guys. Like 6 years. I feel like 16 again. Like I feel like a sophomore back in high school. You know, because again sophomore is where I excelled more. You know. Um, James had a lot of great videos. Even like when he re-reacted to some of them when he came back, like oh my gosh, they were also good, you know. I remember there was a lot of people like when he left, like they all told him like, hey, why don't you just like turn off like the like ratio in the comments, like yeah, yeah. But at the same time, it's like you gotta respect why he deleted those videos. Um, and honestly, I thought he would get like copyright striked for putting up like movie clips and all that, because that's what he did like after like when he quit. Um, yeah. Again, I'm totally speechless, guys, because I don't know what else to say. I'm gonna put up my Christmas tree soon, like as soon as I get done with this video. Um, yeah, James and AJ. I know we could try to form the community back again someday. It's just like I said, it's not our time right now. Like when we come back, when us the OGs come back, like oh man, it's gonna feel like 2017 all over again. And James, I just want to let you know that I had genuine concerns about you when you came back. Like again, I was happy, but like again with some of the stuff that you were watching, some of the other stuff you had interest in, like I had concerns. Right, I just want to make sure. Um, you know, Deadpool is okay. I am excited for Deadpool 3 coming out next summer, so that's gonna be a fun one to watch. I'm actually happy that's gonna be the only Marvel Studios film we'll get next year. It's gonna be like Iron Man 2 all over again. um, and also James, just I also want to just wish you the the best of luck in your career. Hopefully, I hope you go far. Um, And who knows? Maybe I'll go to maybe a future event of yours, like whenever I have the money for it, when I could travel. It'd be pretty cool, guys, if the three of us had a panel, and like, we could talk about the old days. Like, that'd be funny. So the Trinity of YouTube, like, how was it like being the Trinity of YouTube back in the day, and how was it like forming the community again? Like, well, guys, if you want to know. Oh man! Again, this isn't breaking rights, guys. It's just I just get so nostalgic just talking about it and thinking about it. Like, there were a lot of good days about it. Like, and James, if you want to know, yes, I hate the sequels of Star Wars. Like, I'm happy that the Ahsoka series confirmed that the Star Wars multiverse is real and the sequels are no longer canon. Yep, and I'm not even gonna bother seeing that Rey movie. Nope. All this latest news I've heard lately, like, oh, it's supposed to be better than the sequels. Like, nah, it's Rey. She's a feminist. And yeah, if all three of us can do a live stream together, like face to face, like, man, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah. All right, this video's going way too long. I didn't expect this video to be too long. I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to hold you guys up, but yeah, I just want to make this episode dedicated to AJ. Like, again, shoutouts to you, man. You've been a great supporter these last few months, really, and I'm happy that we caught up when we did. And I know we're gonna have our ups and downs, but at the end of the day, we're just great friends, and I want us to just be able to connect and maybe, like, I guess kind of relive the 2017 days, And guys, my interview on, like, when AJ interviewed me on his channel, that's still up, so feel free to go ahead, because, man, like, it was so fun doing that interview. Like, oh man, I would love to do something like that again, especially with him. So, AJ, I know that you're working a lot too, besides like working on your channel. Just let me know right away, whenever you want to do like a video, like anything. It could be anything, right? All right, guys. You know what to do. Please make sure to like, comment, and definitely go subscribe to Ajmarkle if you haven't already. And just tell me what did you think of this video? Should I do more videos like this in general? I know I've kind of been doing them for a long time, but like, just like talk about the good days, and and how many of you James fans and AJ fans are still like subscribed to this channel, and what are your fondest memories of 2017? Summer 2017, it was a pretty productive summer, again with the three of us, like, oh man. Yeah. Alright, again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for being the Lord. Be with you guys, always love you guys. Peace out, guys. Just create fun memories with your friends, really, like friends in general, like outside of the internet, on the internet, just do what you gotta do. Create those memories, like, have those fun moments while they last, and just remember, like, all good things must come to an end. That's pretty much our message for the day. All right, you guys have a good night now. Bye, guys.